repealing Presidential Decree number 1185 for the other purposes. Implementing rules and regulations of RA 9514 or the Fire Code of the Philippines serves as the framework that guides the BFP in the implementation of the law to ensure public safety, to promote economic development through the preparation and suppression of all kinds of destructive fires. Section 1. This act shall be known as the Fire Code of the Philippines of 2008.
Section 2. It is the policy of the state to ensure public safety, promote economic development through the prevention and suppression of all kinds of destructive fires, and promote the professionalization of the fire service as a profession. Towards this end, the state shall enforce all laws, rules, and regulations to ensure adherence to standard fire prevention and safety measures, and promote accountability in the fire protection and prevention service.
Fire protective and fire safety device is any device intended for the protection of buildings or persons to include built-in protection systems such as sprinklers and other automatic extinguishing system, detectors for heat, smoke, and combustion products, and other warning system components, personal protective equipment such as fire blankets, helmets, fire suits, gloves, and other garments that may be put on or worn by persons to protect themselves during fire.
As we have observed in this commercial building, they have different fire safety devices that they can use in case of emergency. They have sprinkler system. Sprinkler system is an integrated network of hydraulically designed piping system installed in a building, structure, or area with outlets arranged in a systematic pattern, which automatically discharges water when activated by heat or combustion products from a fire. They also have smoke detector. A smoke detector is an electronic fire protection device that automatically senses the presence of smoke as a key indication of fire and sounds a warning to building occupants. Commercial and industrial smoke detectors issue a signal to a fire alarm control panel as a part of a building's central fire alarm system. By law, all workplaces must have a smoke detection system. Emergency exit is an exit that is used to provide a safe means of escape from a structure or area in the event of an emergency, such as fire. Emergency exits must open into locations that are either immediately safe or that provide access to a safe area. Fire escape exits, which consist of ladders or stairwells mounted to outside of a building that are specially type of emergency exit. Next, the fire alarm. Fire alarm is any visual or audible signal produced by a device or system to warn the occupants of the building or firefighting elements of the presence or danger of fire to enable them to undertake immediate action to save life and property and to suppress the fire. They also have a fire extinguisher, the dry chemical fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher is a handheld active fire protection device, usually filled with a dry or wet chemical used to extinguish or control small fires. Typically, a fire extinguisher consists of handheld cylindrical pressure vessel containing an agent that can be discharged to extinguish a fire. Standpipe system, a system of vertical pipes in a building to which fire hoses can be attached on each floor, including a system by which water is made available to water outlets as needed. Next stop, J&T Express. As we have observed in this commercial building, they also have different fire safety devices. They have fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher is a handheld active fire protection device usually filled with a dry or wet chemical used to extinguish or control small fires, often in emergencies. Typically, a fire extinguisher consists of handheld cylindrical pressure vessel containing an agent that can be discharged to extinguish a fire.
They also have emergency exit. An emergency exit is an exit that is used to provide a safe means of escape from a structure or area in the event of an emergency, such as fire. Emergency exits must open into locations that are either immediately safe or that provide access to a safe area. Fire exit, which consists of ladders or stairwells mounted to the outside of a building, are a special type of emergency exit.
Section 9. Violation, penalties, and abatement of fire hazard. Fire hazard shall be abated immediately. The chief deputy of or his or her duly authorized representative, upon the report that a violation of this code or other pertinent laws, rules, and regulation of being committed, shall issue notice order to comply to the owner, administrator, occupant, or other person responsible for the condition of the building or structure, indicating among other things that period within which compliance shall be affected, which shall be within 10 or 15 days after the receipt of the notice.
Building codes serve as the foundation guidelines of architects, builders, developers, and engineers in designing and constructing for any safe and secure built environment. Rather than serving as legally building regulations, building codes serve as prototypes for legal jurisdiction to refer to when composing new statutes. They shall become laws upon binding formally enacted by the appropriate governmental or private authority. However, it is important to note that strength of their jurisdiction heavily influences the competitiveness of builders and suppliers alike, since they primarily relate to the proper planning, construction, and occupancy of buildings and structures. Building codes, like the National Building Code of the Philippines, are also highly vital in protecting public safety, health, and general welfare. Republic Act 6541 was repealed in 1972 to preserve the country's high standard for building construction and design. This occurred in 1972, the year martial law was declared, dated on September 21, 1972. In 1977, the former was superseded by PD 1096, also known as the Philippine National Building Code. In Section 103, Scope and Application, existing buildings or structures without appropriate building permits or certificates of occupancy may be legalized and issued by necessary permits and certificates, provided they are made to conform to those rules and regulations. However, they shall be subject to the imposition of penalties, subcharges, fines, and other appropriate measures. Section 105, Site Requirements. The land or site upon which will be constructed any building or structure or any ancillary or auxiliary facility thereto shall be sanitary, hygienic, or safe. In case of sites or building intended for use as human habitation or abode, the same shall be at safe distance as determined by component authorities from streams or bodies of water and or sources of air considered to be polluted. from a volcano or volcanic site and or any other building considered to be potential source of fire or explosion.